We understand an upside-down world. But they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will. Because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day. And feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more. Because we have an appointment with destiny.
What's happening, sports fans? We welcome you back to another episode of San Diego Prep Insider. Thank you, as always, to the California Army National Guards for all of their support. We are the official... There's so many things that I feel like none of our corporate people are ever watching any of these episodes to check whether or not I'm doing the official proper intro. So, as I always like to say, you're not here for me. You are here for them. It is the Mission Bay Buccaneers. Currently... third best team, fifth best team, second best team, depending on how aggressive you want your response emails from John Maffey to be when you submit your top 10 votes. Superstar gets to show up late and still find us. I'm messing with you, man. Good to have you on. Look, we will pan left and right. There are enough people that there's like overflow waiting. So we will do our best to, as people are coming and going, we will introduce themselves. But for now, let's start left to right, please. We got our Battle of the Bay promo sheet that I will read off. Let's introduce ourselves, name, grade, and position, please, as we go around.
And I'm a power forward.
Coach Marshawn Cherry, I'm the head coach of Mission Bay High School.
Been the head coach for?
Going on 7 years.
7 years now, all right.
I'm Thomas Metcalf. I'm a senior and I'm a forward.
10 out of 10 on moving the microphone.
I'm Marcos Korch. I play point guard, shooting guard, and I'm a junior.
Nailed it.
Yeah, my name is Javin Gerard. I'm a junior, and I play guard.
My name is Charlie Hutchison. I'm a junior and I'm a wing.
My name is Kamari West. I'm a junior, and I play point guard and shooting guard.
So you moved it correctly, and then you looked at me. So you got to talk into the microphone.
My name is Kamari West. I'm a junior, and I play point guard and shooting guard.
Perfect. All right. So I promise that these guys play basketball with a lot more confidence than they approach a microphone. That is part of why they are here, is one of the best teams in the county. And I definitely want to talk about, you've got Battle of the Bay coming up. You're making your second pass through league. You guys are, like I said, getting some top 10 voting and all that kind of stuff. But for just the sake of getting to catch up on things this year, how are things going? Like, we're enjoying this season, right? Like, this is, You guys are not, like, going to come in here and be, oh, no, man, we can always grind harder. We can, like, you're happy with the results so far, yes?
There have been a few games that I think we all know we should have gotten. But we've put ourselves in a good position to make a run in the playoffs, and it's been a good season so far.
So maybe if I had to ask it then, 0 to 100, how ready are you guys for the playoffs to get started if we were saying the playoffs are starting tomorrow?
I think close to 100. I mean, Coach Marshawn, one thing he's good at is we're in mid-season form before the season starts, and we just kind of get better from there. So I think we're ready for the playoffs.
Yes. Is there a part of the game that you guys still want to work on, or is it you guys have figured out the best permutation of yourselves this year, and now it's just time to wax a couple more fools and get the playoffs started?
Well, we got some stuff to work on, so we're just grinding for that championship. So yeah.
I'm always curious with teams when it comes to getting to where you're at, because you're at a successful level now. This is not a flash in the pan. You guys did not just randomly all show up on Mission Bay High School's campus and be like, oh, hey, we're good at basketball together. Let's do it. This has been multiple years in the making. So is there something that this team collectively looks back and says, our decision to do X in the off season really brought us together, or that loss that we suffered early in the year or last year kind of all was a bad taste in our mouth that motivated us? Or is there something that you just changed philosophically as a team? You're listening to new music or something. Like, is there something that makes this squad this squad? I know that's kind of vague, but I feel like you guys kind of get what I'm getting at there.
Oh, yeah. So some of our local Pacific Beach boys, we've been playing together forever, and we've been playing Young Bucks since like 6th, 7th grade. So we've always kind of been together, kind of dreaming of this moment or this position that we're in right now. playing SDA with each other too. So we've all kind of grown up with each other.
Like, yeah, I've been playing with Gavin since I was like 5, 6 years old. So I've been finding him in the corner and on the wing my whole life.
Are we at the point where it's almost no look? Like, could coach blindfold you and run the two of you down the court and you could find him?
Yeah, I usually know where he's at, so I find him.
I would say one of the biggest things about this team is that they all like each other. They play for each other. There's no individuality. Great team chemistry, and practice is always fun. The guys go at each other, but it's a healthy competition, and they want to compete. They want to prove how good they can be. And like Charlie said, these guys have been together since they've been kids, and I remember they used to talk about, wait until it's our time. It's our time. Wait till it's our time. It's their time, and they're doing a great job. So,
well, because for your guys' like perception of Mission Bay, you would have been what, middle school with Boogie Ellis and that run?
Yeah.
That would have been the kids that you were younger, but you were at least aware of what like a high level of Mission Bay basketball looks like.
Yeah, I remember just going to games a lot because it was also my dad. My dad's an alumni there, so we go to games all the time, and just seeing all those older guys play, it just really motivated me and got me really excited for the future.
Yeah, no. This show knows that I have a tumultuous relationship with Boogie Ellis as a Mission Bay kid. He was one of the coolest, if not, and we'll go for elevator music segment, which is we turn off the mics for just our conversation's sake. Him versus Mikey. Like, the fuck is Mikey doing? In terms of like his like whole superstar persona. Boogie, very cool dude, very real dude. Welcome back to the show. But no, also at the same time, I'm happy to go on record about this, is that as a UCLA alum, that hurt 2 weeks ago. I much preferred the first version of the UCLA-USC game where he misses the three at the end instead of stabbing me with a dagger in the heart. So congratulations, Coach, on making great basketball players that are still successful at that next level. All right, so but you guys got a little taste for, hey, look, Mission Bay can do this. They can be an open division team. And so has it kind of been from day one as this group all started to become high schoolers, like this is the goal? So this has been a couple years working toward, hey, we're going to be in that open division conversation as legitimate contenders.
Yeah. Since my freshman year, 2 years ago, we were in the open division conversation. I think we finished third in D1, but I think we should have been open. But Mission Bay, we never really have a down year. I think Full-Time always talks about that. He's always ready to say that we're rebuilding. But every year consistently we're in the open division conversation, so it's something that we're used to.
And for this year, also just specifically since we're talking about this year, you guys have played big non-section teams, Texas, Oakland, Ohio. You've kind of gotten the biggest and baddest of San Diego in, playing against Carlsbad and LCC. So what level of toughness, because I don't think people necessarily think of basketball as being the same as football in terms of like wear and tear on a body or mental drain, but what level of toughness and dedication does it take at this point in the season to still be going out there and playing your guys' best basketball? Because it feels like that in and of itself, just to make it through a season at this difficulty with these kind of games, is draining. Also, I am technically interviewing all of you. You are not held to just having him be your mouthpiece.
I think everybody in the room can agree that a lot of our toughness, mental, physical, is a testament to Coach Marchand. We're running a lot. We're on the track a lot. And even when I'm in school and stuff, I'm struggling with math. I'm seriously thinking, this is not the track. Like I can do this. This is because we run a lot. So that's where a lot of this comes from.
And we'll ask the back row back there because they've been kind of silent until now. And they can no, Coach, you have to be looking forward for this. This is just without Coach seeing your reaction, so we can know if this is the truth or not. Nod or shake your head. When Coach said practices are fun, was that a lie? Just to cover his own ass? No. The practices are actually fun because you're over here saying that you see him in nightmares, still running behind you with a whip on the track. And
no, I mean the track is we've been doing it for so long now that it's not like that. There have been days when you're thinking, oh my God, like this sucks, but pretty much every time we get in the gym, practices are always fun. Everybody competes. We have a great time. We're all really good friends. So It's always pretty fun.
I'll get the younger half of the room involved because that's what we have over here. Yes, is the sophomores. And as you guys come up to the microphone, please introduce yourselves. What has the learning curve been like being on the younger end with this? Are these guys? He's coming. He was born ready for this question.
I'm Clay Gebring. I'm a forward, and I'm a freshman.
He's Charlie's younger brother.
Okay. So has it been a learning curve getting up to this speed with these juniors and seniors?
Oh, definitely. I've known basically all these guys my whole life, and so I've kind of followed in their footsteps, especially Charlie Hatchman better. But I'm just gonna get better with them, and next year will be really fun. When they're all seniors, I'm gonna be a sophomore, so I'm just gonna keep learning.
Because we have one senior in here right now, two seniors in here right now. So the back row back there, as seniors. And we'll rotate that microphone over to make this as easy as possible for you guys. But for seniors, obviously you're going to say, yeah, we want to win a championship. That's what we've always been grinding for. But what do you want beyond the initial, we want to win state, we want to be the best ever. But what do you want the lasting impact of your class to be on Mission Bay basketball?
Well, we definitely want to make an impact and be remembered as like one of the best San Diego teams.
Yeah. Well, just kind of lean forward to it because it's going to pop out.
I think everybody's end goal for this season, we're sort of a sleeper team this year. Not a lot of people have counted us in the beginning of the year, but now as the season goes on, you could just tell more and more people buying into that we can make a run for this championship. So our end goal pretty much is championship or bust, whether or not we get to the chip or win state, one of the two. Just that's the whole.
Do you guys like that? Do you want to be the underdogs? Are you at the point where you don't even care? Like we'll play on the road in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Okay.
So for me personally, I'd rather go to someone else's house and beat them at their place.
So I always like asking basketball players, road win or home win. You prefer going to a place and leaving with it dead silent, as opposed to getting it done in front of your home fans.
Yeah, I mean,
is that because your home fans don't turn out well enough?
No.
Are we like?
We have a great home crowd, but a lot of these away student sections have a little bit too much ego, I think.
As a La Jolla alum, I'll admit to being part of that tradition.
Yeah.
I may have shown up with, again, we'll go studio mics down here. I might have shown up and then been kicked out of a game where I showed up with I did a giant printout of a beet, like the vegetable, and I put a Mission Bay cheer outfit on it. Yeah. Hey, look, man, I was bored in high school. I was trying to just start ish all on my own. But okay, so students are turning out well, even on road games. Do you have like a small contingent that will be there cheering while everyone else is? Oh, the mics are back on.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. No, I do that bit enough that I don't make that move.
The football team and girls soccer team.
No,
Football team's rolling out.
Yeah, the
Nice. Okay.
football team and the girls soccer
Girls
team
soccer,
are
the band,
cheerleaders.
The
always
cheerleaders turned up a lot actually since last year.
We've had a good home crowd for the home games. It's usually sold out, packed house, cheering. So it's been that way since I've been there. We get good home crowds.
Well, thank you to the Mission Bay band,
Band does a
band
great
and the
job. We have a
cheerleaders
really good
showing
band.
up. Yes,
And the cheerleaders do a great job too. So
but the cheerleaders, I don't see them a ton at basketball games across the board. So good to see them responding to it. So games that you have left this season, you have your second pass through league. You got Cathedral, San Diego, Mission Hills, Hoover, Saints to close it out. But we've also got the Battle of the Bay. At the Bay. I never get that right, ever. Just like Aaron Bergen's name. Never have I gotten it right. So this is the fourth or fifth of these. Pretty awesome tournament. This year's lineup is going to be Scripps versus Del Norte, Hoover versus Otay Ranch, Montgomery SFC, Lincoln El Camino, San Diego Torrey Pines, Mission Bay, Mission Hills, Rancho Christian, LCC. That's a pretty huge slate of games. For you guys, do you like, this has got to be pretty cool closing out the season, hosting a big tournament like this, yes? The team enjoys this opportunity to play at the end of one of these?
yes, the biggest thing, one of my reasons for doing it was to kind of shake up some of these leagues that don't have very much competition. So you have, we'll say, I don't want to say anything bad about San Marcos, but the one year when they went 12-0 in league and they just rolled through everybody, they came into our league, our showcase. They played San Ysidro, and it was a great game. Went down to the wire, but they hadn't been tested for 12 games. So it was a good shakeup for them. And then some teams that were ranked and some teams who were unranked got upset. So the whole point of this is to kind of see who's real and who's not, and to get some matchups we wouldn't see regularly except for in the playoffs. So it's fun, and it shakes some stuff up, though. And with this year,
And kind of a flex making Montgomery play at 1:30. That feels nice. That feels nice to take another team in the top 10 and tell them, yeah, you can start 5 hours before us.
Well, it wasn't meant to be like that, but the thing is with that is certain teams actually also requested to play each other too. So we have some bad blood in there with some teams that want to play each other.
So who is the bad blood game here? Lincoln El Camino?
I would say Scripps Ranch and
Scripps and Del Norte?
Del Norte, they have a little something going on.
That's cute.
San Diego High, San Diego High and Torrey Heights have the big guy that transferred from Jacob the Barnaby issue, where he left there to go there, but then he left to go to Oakland. What's another good one? I think that Lincoln El Camino game is going to be a really good game because it's two styles that are similar. They're going to get up and down the floor. They both have great guards, tough coaches, so those are going to be fun. I think that our game versus Mission Hills is the Battle of the Missions. Then you have the nightcap with
LCC, Rancho
taking
Christian.
LCC, and LCC's record is deceiving. They're really a good team.
Yeah, no, I early in the season pegged them as being probably they will win D1 because they will take so many L's in league, but they're going to be in all of these games real close, like type thing. Yeah.
They can play. Casal's been a great coach for a long time, and then Rancho Christian coach Ray Barefield's been a friend of mine for years. He has a great program up in the Temecula area, and they're going to come down and play. So it should be a great day of basketball.
So that is coming up, and absolutely something that everyone should go check out. We will include all the links and information on how people can get tickets and make sure they can check it out. Is it streaming anywhere specifically?
It won't be streaming, but we'll have all the scouts in the house: Aaron Bergen, Frank Burlinson, Ronnie Flores, Jerry Friedis.
Well, there you go. No streaming, so get off your asses and go check this out.
And hopefully you'll be there.
Yeah, you know what? I might be there. I can't cover. Yeah, you know what? Actually, there's a good assortment of teams here. I was gonna say I can't give Lincoln too much because you give an inch with Jeff and he'll keep showing up every day to keep being on the podcast. But I love those guys. Yeah, deal. I'll be there. For you guys, 4 more games. 5 more games. 5 more games. So what are you guys doing right now in terms of the checklist as a team? Is there still some people to get healthy? Are we all a little bit banged up? Is there, you want to close out by improving the 3-point percent? Like, if you have to be a little self-critical right now, what is the team saying in terms of we got to get this done in the next 5 games to feel like we're at 100 going into the playoffs?
I think one of the most important things that we can improve before the playoffs is doing a little bit better job taking care of the ball. On all aspects, whether it's me in the post or some of the guards. And then another thing is just everybody crashing the rebounds. There have been a lot of games where we get lazy on the boards, and if we can clean those 2 things up, I think we can beat anybody in the city, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, just what it...
I honestly feel like we just...
It's all good.
Sharpening up our offenses and defenses, running over stuff every day. And I think it just comes down to more as I kind of came back into this team. It took me a little bit to find my groove to come back with them, but now that we're learning to play with each other and learning everybody's spots, it's been a lot simpler. So just to keep our heads down and keep working in the unseen hours.
Who is in charge of the vibes this year? Who's got the music? Who's the team emotional leader? Who's picking?
He's not here right now.
The one kid that we did not bring.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
He had a person.
Studio mics.
Okay, deal. Okay, that is first time a player. Mark it down. 5.5 years into the show, first time a player gets it quick enough that he calls for studio mics. Is it a girlfriend thing? We're good on explaining that story. Hey, look, that was a first for me. Even I'll just say, I respect that kid's enthusiasm for life, It sounds a tad bit misguided, but I can see where that would be the guy that. So at least can you give a sampling of what is on the pregame playlist, or what the team's been rocking to this year?
Oh, that's Marcos. Give that to Marcos.
Yeah.
Give that to Marcos.
It's okay. Just hold it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, personally, I'm probably the biggest YoungBoy fan you'll ever meet. So I like to. Me and Isaiah actually are both big YoungBoy fans. So we make sure the majority of the playlist is YoungBoy.
Can you give us some Young Boy? Can you do some of the Young Boy verses, or is there enough of it that is profanity free that it would make a good social media clip out of this? You giving us a little something, something?
I mean, there's the classic I feel like I'm Gucci Mane in 2006, but other than that, I know all the lyrics, but that's the clean one right there.
Deal. About one line of clean rap is about all we can ever hope for as a show, but I appreciate it. Guys, we really appreciate you coming on. I will hold it up again for the camera because you can totally read that, but those are all the games. We'll include those links in the bios and or swipes in whatever direction. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Since there are only 2 seniors, I will say hopefully to all of you, it is not the last time we have you guys in here. Best of luck the rest of this season. Folks, this is another one of the top teams that you need to go check out, and they will look forward to playing on the road in front of you, apparently. That's what they want. They might be the first team in section history to turn down a home playoff game, potentially, in favor of going on the road. I don't know if that even works as rules, but as the internet knows, I know nothing about sports. So until next time, we will say Studio Mics, and see you soon, sports fans.